Uh-oh. Hello. Hi guys, Finch here and welcome down to another Build My Bag episode. Now in one of my previous Build the Bag episodes, I put 4 drivers against each other. One was my TS3, so what was my current driver? The SIM won the test overall against a Maverick and also a SZ, Speed Zone Cobra. Now the SIM absolutely blasted the competition out of the water in that test. But one of the problems was I didn't feel like I performed as good as I could have done with my TS3. So what I'm going to do, this video is just going to be a simple head-to-head between these beasts because I think TS3 deserves another shot at this. I know I can hit this better than I did in that actual test. So it's just going to be driver versus driver. Is it the SIM that's going to triumph again? Is it the TS3? Let's find out. So a little bit of a chat about the technology. So the SIM, it's got the multi-construction crown, it's got the twist face, it's got the speed injection, so you know the speed is similar across the face, it's got the movable weight in the back, it's got this fin at the back as well that makes the club head go faster through the air according to TaylorMade. TS3 is a titanium driver. It's got a little bit more technology in it than that, but honestly, not loads. It's just really light and it just is so powerful when you strike it off the center. But as I said, it didn't quite perform as good as I would have thought in the first test. A slight difference in the shaft. So I've got the tensile blue in the Titleist, that's at 55 grams and it's an X-Flex. I've got the Diamana, so 60 gram in this X-Flex as well. So let's just get bashing away. I'm going to conduct this test slightly different as well. So I'm going to hit 5 with the SIM, 5 with the TS3, 5 with the SIM, 5 with the TS3, just to make sure that I'm fully loosened up, fully warmed up. We're going to be looking at distance, we're going to look at spin rates, we're going to be looking at accuracy. Let's go. Now the ball being used for this test is the TP5, the TaylorMade. It's the one with the PIX pattern, but it's still basically a TP5. I'm going to be using the pink Castle T for this particular test as well. Just gets that ball at the right height. So SIM's going to be going up first, 5 shots, then 5 TS3, and then kind of ticking on through there. Is this going to be as good as last time? I didn't get a single carry under 300 yards with this last time. That has started off okay. I didn't quite catch it though. Go, 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 go. Ah, it's under 300 yards. That's it, gone. Never using the SIM again. Terrible, 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 terrible drive. Perhaps I'm using the wrong Castle T's. This is set at 8 degrees as well. I do love the look of this club behind the ball. It looks absolutely class. That's more the shape I want to see. That's more the shape I want to see. A little bit necky. See, this is why I personally think that the TS3 did not perform as well as I would have expected. So both those swings carrying up around 290, so you know, I'm not complaining at that. But the TS3 wasn't carrying anywhere near that, but I hit that first in the test. This time I'm hitting the SIM first. And of course it does make a hell of a difference, obviously, if you are warming up with lots of driver swings. If you hit that sweet spot, get that speed moving. Oof. Ah! Oh, I just hit my face 300 yards. Oof. Ah! Oh. I think I'm starting to get a little bit looser now. Yeah, that's getting up more there. It is crazy though, this driver, because like that's the first one I hit okay. They're all still over 300 yards total. Hello. Now that's a little bit more like it. Oh, I think I've centre lined it as well. See, that's more like what was happening first time. So 320, carried it 300, and now switching over to the TS3. Definitely feeling looser, so I'm expecting a much better performance from it this time. Nice and light. Definitely feels lighter than the TaylorMade. Ooh, it's going to go a long way, only because I've pulled the absolute arse off it. Oh my God, it's going to miss the range. Ooh. Well, that was a bit loose. Right, you didn't see that one. See, now that felt good. Yeah, it's up around 300 again. That was one of those, it was kind of high off the face, a little bit toey. Just took all the spin off it. 333. Whoop, whoop. Well, that's up the averages a bit. Oh, that's smoked. Ooh. A little bit spinny maybe, yeah. Oh, damn. That was the best strike, it just spun a bit. It's interesting, I did hit that, well, I felt like I hit that really well, but just spun up on me. I definitely started to swing it quicker. Starting to get up to about 118, 120 comfortably as well. I'm not having to completely force myself. Obviously, I've got to try and hit it hard. A bit more get up and go about it. That's more like it. Over 300 carry again. So yeah, starting to get looser, starting to feel it. Switching over again to the sim. I'm just going to crank the loft down on the sim a little bit actually. I'm just going to reduce that backspin just a touch. I don't think we need 6 degrees, do we? I think we'll get a little bit more than that. Let's get 7. 7 degrees of loft. Oh, it's going to be monstrous. It's a very, very different sound. Very different. Oh my word. Sim's back. Sim's back. Man, I've not hit a 350 drive in a while. Oh, I didn't change it. Oh, we still count as a TS3. No! How annoying is that? How annoying is that? I forgot to change it from the TS3. Well, Tim, I'll remember that. I won't completely forget about it, but I guess you're just gonna have to step up and hit that 350. Right, here we go. Ooh, not quite as good. Still flying though, isn't it? Oh, it's not quite as good, but it's 330. 3. Actually matched the Titleist there, 333. Very similar strikes as well, slightly high, slightly toe. The only difference is obviously with the TaylorMade, got a little bit more of that twist face. So if it comes a little bit more out the toe rather than coming back to the left, it might bleed that touch more out to the right-hand side. However, if you take those two drives together, it's almost 350, 333. Obviously, you know, you just watched it. Not quite, I didn't feel quite as good. A bit high off the face. The speed it comes off is unreal. It just flies off the face. A little bit leaky, that one. Uh-oh. 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 Hello. Wow, 3, 5, 3. Definitely could have got it further as well. So it's only fair to crank the TS3 down. Now I was fitted into this spec with the TS3, so I've got slightly mixed feelings about moving it down, but I suppose it's got to be done. So Titleist also crank down. I'm going to change it. Tell you what. I can't believe I'm looking at a 330-yard drive and being like, oh, it's all right, it's all right. Go on, go on. This could be good. Go on, go, go, go. Oh, it's just spun a bit. Ah, oh, damn. I really felt I'd ripped that. It feels good. It feels really good, this TS3. When you strike it out of the center, it feels like it's got like that bit of a spring, that trampoline. The TaylorMade feels a bit deader. It's more like a whack, but this one feels springy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out basically the worst 3 shots from each driver, and then I'm gonna give myself 3 more shots with each driver where I'm gonna absolutely pummel them. A little bit more controlled. Yeah, and just slightly whipped over, but not bad. Another 3, 3, 4. Must try harder. But again, just lost it. Can feel it going at the bottom, just twisting that face. Try and give these some real oomph, some real power, but I'm going to try and do it with my in-game swing. So this is my swing, which I'm trying to prepare for the season. If it does ever come around, where I'm basically getting a nice big turn, rotating deep into that right hip, getting that little bit of a squat and getting those hips clearing out behind before I extend upwards with the spine. It's giving me a hell of a lot more club head speed, but I just need to make it that little bit more consistent. Here we go. Last 3 with the sim. Come on, baby. You got this. That's a bullet ball flight, that. Oh, look at that. That's more like it. 336, pretty straight. Weird, actually. I felt like I slowed the start of my downswing a touch there. Just allowed me to get a little bit deeper into the squat. It might not look a lot, but it feels massive. Ah, damn. Got the squat and then flipped the hands over like a maniac. Can't stop hitting it at 330. I just can't stop hitting it at 330. Just losing that little bit of energy. I tell you what, that's done a lot better than I thought it would do. This driver, seriously. This driver, I've got to be honest, I kind of said it, I thought it would be very difficult. The off-center hits on this, that was like, I hit that about there. That was not a good shot at all. It's not gone that far offline and it's gone 170 ball speed. I love it. I absolutely love this driver. Give him credit. It's a great driver. All right, it's kind of hard, but you've almost got to hit a 350 drive to even stand a chance of staying in the competition. Yeah, you can just see it's just got that little bit more spin, that little bit more rise. That didn't feel like a bad swing, it didn't feel like a great strike though, and it's just spun up. If I could say one of the biggest differences between these 2 drivers, I feel I can swing them both pretty fast, so that's not an issue. I feel that an off-center strike with the sim still goes. Like it's still got that power, it's still got that extra bit in the actual flight. An off-center strike with the TS3 spins up in, I don't know, maybe it might be more forgiving over time, but I think I preferred that combination with the sim where it's just going to go on an off-center strike. Hotter across the face. However, if I take one of the dodgy ones out with the sim, I can take that dodgy one out with the TS3. Still got a chance. It's not bad for a dodgy one, is it? It almost fell over. See, that's the thing, look, I'm giving more power, but I just can't control the trajectory as well as I can the sim. Right, TS3, I kind of feel that this is it. Just maybe ran out a bit of power. Come on, your last bit of strength here. Deep turn, big squat. I gave it everything I could. A little bit high, a little bit toe-ish, so I should get a little bit less spin. It's going to be good. It's going to be another 3. Almost 330. Can't believe how disappointed I sound. What a wally. So let's have a look through some of the averages here. So 304 carry for the sim, 327 total distance, 300 for the TS3 versus 320 total distance. So again, the sim is coming out on top. Accuracy wise, there isn't a great deal in there. I've taken out a few of the real outline results anyway, but really offline when I was going for it, I'd say that the poorer strikes with the sim were a little bit more offline than the poorer strikes with the TS3. but then the TS3 spun up more, so it just had more backspin, so a little bit more forgiveness. I am very, very, very impressed with the fact that that sim just seems to be so hot from across the club face. Even on those dodgy strikes, it just seems to take off. I managed to get the ball speed up a little bit more with the TS3. I had a couple at 173 ball speed, miles per hour, whilst the average of the sim was just under 170. So TS3 slightly snuck ball speed today, but overall distance, I mean, I did have a 353 with the sim, and that can't be ignored. That can't be ignored. The sim is definitely going in the bag. So some pretty interesting results there in respects that I kind of knew that after that initial driver versus driver test, so the Build My Bag series, I knew that the Titleist still had some more to give. There was no doubt about that. But what I hadn't quite realized is how much more that the sim had to give as well. It was really, really good. And I'm happy because what it does, it justifies and it makes that initial test actually worth it. You know, I knew that the sim was the best on the day, but I was worried about how much better it was. But now I've tested it properly against my current driver, fully warmed up, really going after everything, very happy with where my swing was. That sim once more came out on top. So I can't be anything but pleased with that. The only thing which I'm still slightly unsure about is what it would be like on the golf course. Now, currently not able to get out onto the golf course, so maybe that test will have to wait a little bit, but you can't look past the data. The reason that I like testing with data, the reason that I like showing you guys the data, is that it doesn't lie. The data has no favorites. All it is just showing you what is happening. So as long as you can understand the data correctly, and as long as you're not already biased, which I perhaps was at the beginning to my old driver, so the TS3, as long as you kind of just ignore that, as long as you focus firmly on trying to figure out what the numbers are actually showing, then that's it. That's the driver. And the sim is the one. So guys, just want to say a massive thank you for watching. Make sure that you stay tuned for the channel over the coming months. Loads and loads of stuff coming your way. Some new videos as well, which I'm very, very excited about. So is Murph. So subscribe, like, get into those comments below. Let me know what current driver that you are rocking. Follow me on my other social media as well, which are all linked in the description below. And I will see you down here next time.